after a dismal 2022, which was just capped off by the loss in Georgia last night, I believe that there were a few bright spots in the 2022 election season for Republicans, one of which is my home state of New York. And I'm going to break down why New York is actually still in play going into 2024 and what we have to do to make it happen. My name is Moshe Hill. This is A Hill with a View. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I'm going to put my link tree, which I just finally created today, in the episode description below. So make sure you click on all those links. Okay, so New York. If you look at the map of New York, every single county in New York moved towards the right. The New York City maps actually just came out. Officially, they were put out. And Gavin Wax of the New York Young Republican Club pushed out the map. And it shows big red movements in Brooklyn, Staten Island, stuff you didn't see even a few years ago. There's big red movements in Nassau County, in Suffolk County, upstate, all red movements. So we have to keep this momentum going. Now, Lee Zeldin lost by only a few points, 5-6 points, still a loss.
Ask any racer, any real racer. It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
Thank you, Vin Diesel. But Lee Zeldin still lost, but he's going to keep that momentum going, I believe. He did not put his hat in the ring to become the next RNC chair. He made that announcement today. As you see over here, he said RNC Chair Ronna McDaniel should not run for a fourth term. That's what Lee Zeldin said. I won't be running for RNC Chair at this time with McDaniel's re-election pre-baked by design. I want to see a lot more about that. But that doesn't mean she should even be running again. It's time for the GOP. The GOP elects new leadership. It's time for fresh blood. Now, I think that fresh blood will be Harmeet Dillon. If Harmeet K. Dillon, the lawyer, is going to put her hat in the ring, I think that she should be the new RNC chair. I think she is probably the toughest, most ruthless Republican operator we have right now on the national level, and I think she would be great. But Lee Zeldin's not going to do that. So what do I think he's going to do? Well, he's definitely not getting out of politics. He's not sitting on the sidelines. And what I would think is that he is eyeing that Kirsten Gillibrand seat over in the U.S. Senate. Now, Kirsten Gillibrand came in after the retirement of Hillary Clinton when she left to join the Obama administration in 2009. Kirsten Gillibrand was brought in. However, her voting record is actually kind of insane. Take a look at this. So I had this website called Progressive Punch. It ranks everybody in the Senate and how progressive they are. And let's just take a look at Senate Democrats over here. We got number 1 is Alex Padilla, Ed Markey, Elizabeth Warren, Mazie Hirono. Number 5, right there, Kirsten Gillibrand. Crucial vote, 97%. In 21-22, she voted 98% of the time on crucial votes. 99% of the time overall. She is one of the strongest Democrats out there. Now, let's compare her with another New York Democrat who I actually think may primary Kirsten Gillibrand in 2024, and that is a Miss Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Now, you don't see her yet. You got Ayanna Pressley, another member of the squad, Prima Jayapal, Jamal Bowman, Cory Bush, all very high up members of this on this page. And you go all the way down to number 40, and you got AOC. Now, still strong Democrat, almost 12 points in the positive direction for this site, negative direction for me because she's one of the craziest members of Congress. So, really, at this point, what case could be made that AOC would be worse than Kirsten Gillibrand? there's really no reason for AOC not to primary Kirsten Gillibrand. However, AOC has this aura or perception around her that she is radical socialist, whereas Kirsten Gillibrand really has no perception, no persona, nothing. She ran for president in 2020, dropped out super early, one of the first to fall. She has no clear, consistent policies. So I think that if the Republican Party in New York can connect Kirsten Gillibrand to the radical left wing that she's already part of. Like, let's go back here for a second, because she's already a part of the radical left wing. Let's compare her to another senator from New York. Let's take a look. Who's also a radical left wing, but Chuck Schumer. He's all the way down number 23. I mean, he's the majority leader still, because the Republicans couldn't take one seat in 2022. So there is a lot of weakness in the Democratic Party going forward. And in New York, I'm saying, there's a lot of weakness there. There's a lot of places to push. Now, you got the New York Young Republican Club really building up its forces in New York City. They went from 50, 60 members 3 years ago to now over 1,200 members. I think they can get a strong push. Lee Zeldin won 30% of the city. He's got to up those numbers. I mean, the fact that it's a given that any Republican will lose 80%, 80% of any city is ridiculous. But he's got to up those numbers. He's got to stay strong in Long Island. He's got to stay strong upstate. He's got to take the Buffalo region. He's got to take the Rochester region. You got to take the Westchester region. All these regions of New York need to be captured by the Republican Party to win a statewide seat. So I think Lee Zeldin should go for it. Go for the Senate run. Go for the Kirsten Gillibrand run. In fact, I think it would actually be beneficial if there's an AOC primary of Kirsten Gillibrand. That would be beneficial for Lee Zeldin. It would be not beneficial for the state of New York, because getting anyone into that general election means that AOC could, in theory, win. But I think that the best path forward for New York in 2024 is to have a strong top of the ticket. Because let's say Trump is running in 2024, it's going to be very hard to keep the gains that we made in 2022 with Trump at the top of the ticket. He's incredibly unpopular here. We need another strong person at the top of the ticket. Lee Zeldin did it for us in 2022. He could do it again for us in 2024.